Pro-choice protesters gathered in Madison this weekend, worried about the future of abortion in Wisconsin. Among those at the rally were Allie and her husband, Alex Peasley. Allie is a nurse who experienced an abortion. She shares with Marcus Arsvald how it was a traumatic but necessary experience.
Allie and Alex Peasley can comfort and hold their third child, Archie. But they can only hold a teddy bear representing their firstborn, Adam.
I never wanted to have an abortion. That was never something I thought I would do.
At 21 weeks, an ultrasound showed Adam had a heart defect and several abnormalities. Doctors said he would not survive childbirth or the necessary open heart surgeries that would follow.
Coming home from the hospital and seeing the crib that I'd set up, knowing that was never going to get used, it just hurt so much.
They were too far along for an abortion in Wisconsin, so Allie and Alex had to find a hospital in Chicago. Allie says it was the hardest decision she's ever had to make, but she would do it again.
Because I would risk my entire life of having pain, trauma on me to protect my children, to protect my kid, so he doesn't have to suffer.
She says the leaked Supreme Court opinion threatens a choice that should be hers and hers alone.
You can't pick and choose which abortions you allow. You can't say, that one sounds like we should let that one happen, but we can't let this one happen. That's not how it works.
Alex agrees.
It's unacceptable that people's opinion on this gets to determine people's right to their own health care. And it just makes me very sad that it's such a political issue when it's a healthcare issue.
Allie wants Adam's story to make a difference.
I want people to ask me about my abortion. That's why my sign says that. Like, talk to me about my abortion. I want people to know that I am a mother. I have a family. I am a nurse. I'm a kind person who was in a really crappy situation, and we needed to be allowed to make our decision to do this.
The Peasleys say they'll always celebrate Adam and share his memory with his brothers. Allie and Alex say the process would have been less traumatic if they could have completed the procedure with their regular health care providers in Wisconsin.